Welcome everybody. Today we're going to be talking about principal and interest payments. So our goal today is to understand how a payment is a mix of interest and principal and how that mix changes over time in a loan. As well as how making extra payment each month will affect the length of the loan and the total interest paid. All right, let's get to it. So we're going to be talking about secured installment loans today. So these are auto loans that we're talking about. So here the collateral is the car itself. So if you don't make your payments, they can come repossess the car. Collateral is a good thing to have on a loan for you and the bank. It helps the bank in the sense that they can't lose money as easily because they can always repossess the asset and sell it. And it helps you because it gets you a lower APR. So don't think of something as collateral, something you want to avoid. Collateral is a good thing. Yeah. All right. When you get a car loan, you get a fixed monthly payment. So they're like, hey, your payment every month is $267.85, whatever it is. Remember that it is not responsible on a credit card to make that minimum payment. That minimum payment on a credit card is designed to kind of keep you on the hook forever and ever and ever. So you always have to make more than a minimum payment on a credit card. On an installment loan, though, the payment is different. The minimum payment is designed to pay the account off perfectly in the 4 or 5 years or whatever you said the loan term is. So if you took out a 5-year loan to buy a car, if you make only the minimum payment, you will pay it off perfectly in 5 years. So it is responsible to make the minimum payment on an installment loan. It's a really important distinction to make there. And because the payment is the same each month, sometimes people think that the interest is the same each month, that you're just constantly paying the same thing all the time. And that is not true. So every month you're paying different amounts of interest, less interest if things are working well. All right, let's look at this table and think about what it means for us. So here we start off with a loan of $15,000. Our first month, the interest is $86 that month, and our principal paid is $210. So our payment is $296 a month, and this is a number that's constant. So you're going to pay that $296 a month every month for 5 years. Early in the loan, you're paying a lot of interest because you have that first month, you still have that full $15,000, so you're paying interest on that full amount. Later in the second month, you don't owe the full $15,000. You only owe $14,790, so your interest is slightly less. You might be thinking, well, that's a meaningless amount less, but it is a little bit less, so yay. As time goes on, you can see here, like this is after 12 months, after the first year, you only owe $12,000 still. You only have $12,000 of their money, so you're down to paying $73 of interest. So as you go down, notice how your interest that you're paying each month is going down because you have less of the bank's money. That makes sense. But because your payment is constant $296, the rest of the money always goes towards principal. So not only are you paying less interest as the loan goes on, more of your payment is going towards principal. So you're paying a larger principal every time. So as the loan goes on, you're actually paying it off faster as well, which is a double bonus for you. Here in this last month, you can see that you're only paying $2 of interest and $294 of that $296 payment is going towards principal. So that's that shift from interest and principal. So as the interest goes down, the principal naturally goes up because the payment is constant every month. All right, so what if you do make more than the monthly payment? So let's say you owe $350 and instead you pay $375 a month or $400 a month. Doing so, paying extra each month will help you pay off the loan earlier, and it lets you pay less overall interest. So it's going to save you on interest charges. So a common strategy people will do will be to round up. So to take whatever your payment is and just pay that next higher $50 or $100 amount. So if you've got $365 loan payment, round that up to $400 or $375 or whatever you can do. Even little bits can help quite a bit. By paying more than the minimum each month, what you end up doing is you pay off more principal than what you normally would have paid off. So next month when they calculate the interest is going to be even lower, which means now even more of your payment is going to go towards principal. And by paying extra that month, you're going to then have another boost the next month of even less interest. So you'll drive down the interest faster that you're paying each month and drive up the principal you're paying each month. So even something like $25 extra each month can end up saving you like $500 in interest and 6 full months of payments. So it's really worth thinking about if you have that extra money. And when you first take out that loan, if you can get that, if you start making that payment that way right away, you'll get used to not having that money and it'll be a little less painful. So an idea for the future. All right, that's it for us, my friends. Have a great one.